CNN legal analyst and criminal defense attorney Pate joins us now. Paige, the DA says that they want to retry Cosby. How long could that take? How soon could we see some movement on this?
Well, I think the judge has already announced he would like to see any retrial within 120 days. That's not uncommon. Normally, before you set up for a retrial, you want to check with both sides. You want to make sure the witnesses are going to be available. A case like this took about a week to try. There were a number of witnesses, primarily, of course, for the state, but there were also a witness or two for Mr. Cosby. You want to make sure those witnesses have the ability to come back to court. But what I think is most important, and why I was surprised that the prosecutor made such a snap decision to retry the case, is you usually want to take some time to review how the case went into the jury, try to talk to some of the jurors if possible, find out was it an even split, were 6 for acquittal, 6 for guilty, or was it just 1 or 2 holdouts? Because that can make a major difference. You really don't want to retry a case if there were 11 people for not guilty and only 1 for guilty. On the other side, you probably do want to try a case if it was 11 for guilty and only 1 holdout. You also want to talk to the victim. Ms. Constant already went through many months of preparing for trial, going through the agony of actually testifying. I would think the prosecutor would want to have a long discussion with her to make sure she wants to go through it again.
That's absolutely true, Paige. And correct me if I'm wrong, but in this case, we only heard from 2 of his accusers, and we heard a piece of a deposition that he gave that was sealed several years ago that was open specifically for this case. Is there a chance that moving forward in the retrial, we might hear from more of his accusers on the stand?
You know, that's a great question, Boris. The judge could revisit that ruling that kept out all of the other individuals who have made accusations against Mr. Cosby. I think that would be unusual here because there really hasn't been any change in the facts. I mean, the judge looked at that issue before trial and said, I'm going to allow 1 other person to testify because what happened to her allegedly is very similar to what Ms. Constant is saying happened to her. But to bring in all of these other folks, the many dozen or so other folks who have made somewhat similar claims would just be too prejudicial. So while the judge has the authority to change his mind based on what he heard during the trial, I don't think he'll do that.
Yeah, important to point out, this is a criminal case, but Cosby's still involved in several civil cases aside from this one. Paige, Pate, we are out of time, but we thank you for sharing your time with us this Sunday. For more on the story, you can visit our website, CNN.com.